Nice hound, brother. More agreeable than most of your company. A few hundred of you, and we'd have taken Lothering. Or had a good shot. That's a good dog.
Out of your element, dwarf?
No thanks to this lot. Can't get a decent blade at a bargain anymore. You, though, you're what a man needs. A skilled enthusiast.
There a job in this rambling?
Name is Javaris Timtop, and I need someone to help me court the Qunari.
Court the Qunari? Make her think of the children.
Those hornheads in Kirkwall have a powder that explodes, and it's just dust. No lyrium, no demons. Anyone can use it.
I often look at every second idiot and think, he needs more power.
So it's some kind of Qunari magic. What use is that to a dwarf?
If it is magic, it's a kind you can assemble, and dwarves do that very well. But that Arishok, he won't deal. Said I have the same mercenary disease as their outcasts, the Talvashoth. He says I'm not worthy, but he had this look in his eyes, so I figure I'll hire some blades and...
And you're going to prove yourself by killing Talvashoth outlaws.
Problem being, I'm no warrior, but I can pay.
Your people must have something like that already.
Small things, shaped to crack faults, not shatter the earth. Plus, they're mostly lyrium. Expensive, poisonous. The chantry controls it topside. The glow makes you a target. Problem after problem.
What's the point when we already have magic that can do the same thing?
Maybe you have magic, all tough and human and whatnot. But what of the common man? How does he remove stumps from his land, or produce them on his enemies? What does he do when he needs a hole far too fast? Magic is hard to market. But this stuff you can put in a bag.
I suppose there could be a reward for these Talvashoth.
As long as you do it, I'm happy. Now, best I could figure, they're up the Wounded Coast, a whole camp. Take their heads off and meet me at the compound in Kirkwall. Get this right, and we'll be richly rewarded. Richly.
I hear you're in need of a bit of help.
Ah.
So you're the reinforcements the magistrate promised? The man you're looking for, he's holed up in the ruins. Though I doubt he's still in one piece.
That bastard's to be brought in alive after all he's done? Just because it isn't you and your pretty little shemlin children he's after.
Please, calm down and tell me what happened.
The man you're after, he targets elves. He dragged my daughter into those ruins and killed her! I want him dead! My girl, Leah, she wasn't his first victim. Over the years, he's taken dozens of our children, and not once has he paid for his crimes.
Would you mind telling me who you are?
My name is Elrin. I'm a merchant in the city. Please, no one else cares that our children are being slaughtered like beasts.
There must be some humans who would take offense to these disappearances.
We're nothing to them. Even if this murderer does finally go before the courts, the magistrate won't take our word over his.
Why only elves? Why not human children as well?
We're easy prey. No one thinks twice when an elven child disappears.
I'll tear his throat out myself.
Thank you, Sarah. You have no idea what this means.
You couldn't turn to the guards.
For all my damn coin, I'm still only an elf to these shemlin. There'll be no justice for my girl in the courts of Kirkwall.
What do you say about all this?
Yes. What do you have to say?
They won't go in after him. They're stalling, trying to give the murdering bastard a chance to get away.
Oi now, elf. Like we said before, you're bleeding mad if you think we'll be going against the magistrate's orders.
This murderer cannot be allowed to walk free.
Then that bastard will finally get what he deserves. Thank you.
Not wise, stranger. You try to take justice into your own hands, the magistrate will have your head.
Only if it's reported.
Well, we'll be quiet then.
Would you hurry it up? I haven't eaten all day.
My poor little girl.
can you get me out of here? I just want to go home.
Leah, your father told us you were dead.
My father? Is he safe? Kelder said that he'd hurt my family if I didn't come with him.
Who is Kelder?
The man who took me.
I don't see any injuries. Are you all right?
He hit me, told me I was nothing. I begged him to stop hurting me. I didn't think he would, but out of nowhere, he pushed me away and just started crying. Don't you see? He didn't mean to hurt me. He told me. There are demons. They make him do these horrible things.
What kind of demons? What did they look like?
I don't know what they look like. I didn't actually see any of them. But Kelder told me to run, to get away so they couldn't make him hurt me anymore. Please don't kill him. It's not his fault. Please.
Kelder is dangerous, Leah. If he fights back, I can't promise he won't get hurt.
He won't fight you, I promise.
Run to the entrance. You'll find your father there.
I knew my father would eventually send someone. I was hoping the beasts down here would get to me first.
You wanted those creatures to kill you? Why?
It's what I deserve. I should be torn apart, forgotten down here, not protected by my father.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't cut you down where you stand.
Do it. Kill me. Slit my throat. That's the only way the whispers will stop. I asked my father to do it, but he wouldn't. He didn't tell you, did he? The magistrate is my father. He's tried so hard to keep me, and what I've done, hidden away.
I'm disgusted by the both of them.
The magistrate is supposed to protect the people of the city, and that includes the elves.
Father is a good man. He tried to help, to stop me. But he can't. No one can. That elf girl, she had no right to be so beautiful, so perfect. The demons said she needed to be taught a lesson, like all the others. The Circle was supposed to help me, but they lied. They said there were no demons, that I was mad. This isn't my fault.
Leah said you told her to run. Why?
I was crying, and she asked me if I was all right. After everything the demons made me do to her, she was concerned about me. How could I let them destroy something so good, so pure?
Let me get this straight. You torture and murder elven children for being too beautiful.
While blaming demons that aren't there. He's just mad.
I didn't want to hurt them. They forced me. The demons don't like it when they cry.
If the Circle suspected a demon at work, they wouldn't risk setting you loose in the city.
No. They lied.
Excuse after excuse. Can we just kill him?
I can't stop. I've tried so many times. Please, you have to kill me. There's no other way.
There, see? He wants to die. Problem solved.
Just tell my father I'm sorry. For everything.
Must you be so dramatic?
Some people are simply broken.
saved her. My little girl. I didn't dare hope... Did you find that monster? Is he dead?
We could bring him back as the undead and then kill him again.
No, that's all right. I'd rather he stay dead. I didn't believe an elf could ever get justice in Kirkwall. I speak for all of us when I say that we are in your debt, Sirrah.
I feel just as bad for those knife ears as the next man. But ignoring the magistrate's direct orders, that's madness.
Conclude your business with Keeper Marthari, Shemlin, and be gone from here.
A little something of yours I picked up somewhere.
Masaranis. This is a rare gesture.
Just tell him you made a mistake.
You've returned. Is there something you need? Do you have any pure iron bark in stock?
What use is iron bark to you? I've never met a Shem who could bend it to his will. Either way, I'm out of stock. I do know where it can be found, but it is impossible to retrieve. Our people were forbidden from venturing to the area after we lost 2 of our best hunters there.
What's the problem? Maybe I can give you a hand dealing with it.
I find it insulting that you think you would succeed where we could not. The place is overrun by darkspawn. If we tried to eradicate them, we would risk the precious few hunters we have left. I'll show you where the area is. What you do with the information is up to you.
I don't even wake Bianca for every threat anymore.
No further, human. Tal Vishoth control these passages.
Ambushes are usually quieter, Qunari.
I did not intend to ambush. I expected to warn a caravan, but you are not helpless. The path ahead is littered with my kind. If you are as skilled as you look, it would please me if you killed them.
Is this Qunari courage?
I am not Qunari.
Well, you're no dwarf.
Qunari are of the Qun. I am Tal Vishoth. So are the others, but they murder and steal, and I won't. So I warned you. Now I will leave.
If they have offended you so much, help me go after them.
But I am worse. They don't want to raise their swords for coin, so they murder and steal. They cling to the honor they held under the Qun. My sword means nothing. I will sell it and myself as mercenary. Qunari would say I am worse.
If your blade is on the market, I'll pay.
No.
You sure you know what mercenary means?
Taking payment to face Tal Vishoth only proves that I've sold the last of myself. I know what I am. I don't need to belabor it. You have my word of caution, human. Heed it or do not.
The more they talk, the less I understand.
Take one more step and the boy dies.
Tell this dirtbag who we are.
If I were you, I wouldn't be threatening the Viscount's son. What? Oh, I suppose you just got a tip from a slaver that he was selling mage flesh cheap. You never thought to ask where he got it? You never wondered if you were buying the Viscount's well-known love child from his elven mistress. The boy he swore to protect, even if it meant raising the entire Free Marches?
I seek no war with the Free Marches. Take the lad to his father.
Oh? That's quite a generous offer.
This was the price set on the boy. Please accept it as an offer of peace.
Who are you? Are you working for the Templars?
Your mother sent me.
Huh. Hardly a difference. I can't believe her. My whole life it was all, I'll love you and protect you. Then I have some bad dreams and it's off to the Templars.
I'm here to help you, Fenriel.
Why? You don't even know me.
I am you.
You know, you're the first mage I've met. Most are locked up like lepers. Is there any chance you'd help me reach the Dalish? That's where I was trying to go. See if they'd take me in. I'm as much Dalish as human.
You don't whittle down those ears, they're apt to shoot you on sight.
I'd rather be killed by the Dalish than turned tranquil by Templars. Look, I know it's different in other kingdoms, but here, no one helps circle mages. Anything the Templars don't like, you get the brand. The Dalish, they've had magic forever. They could teach me. I won't be a danger, I swear.
His own mother says he's plagued by demons. Do you really want him loose?
Was your mother right? Are you plagued by demons already?
I can't say for sure. I have dreams. There are voices in the dreams. They ask me to come, to give shape to the void around them. But the Dalish Keeper is wise. If anyone can help, she can.
I know the Keeper. I'll make sure she takes you in.
Then she does not hate humans. Oh, you don't know what a relief that is. I knew she could help me. Thank the creators, you were the one my mother hired to find me. I will forever be in your debt, friend.
Whatever their differences, his mother deserves to know he's alive.
And the world's rid of one more Qunari. Easier than I expected. Call the men back. We've got an appointment with the Viscount. Isn't that right, Seamus?
Ashad! You killed him! You Vashedan bitch!
That one of their words. See, that's why you need to be dragged home. You're playing too nice with those things. I'll wager you've gone even further than that. Haven't you, brat?
Nice work, but I'll take it from here.
Competition? Well, you're too late. The Winters, I, have already claimed him.
Sirrah, if I must go back, so be it. But I will not see these murderers rewarded.
Spoiled shit! I'll cut out your tongue and charge extra for bringing you back quiet. And as for you, I could do with some entertainment while we wait for the others.
Dead and good riddance, but she said she was waiting for more. A lot more.
Well, let them come.
Strip the camp, and we'll ready a fitting welcome.
I've never seen so many corpses. So much blood.
We'll get through this. Hold on a little longer. There may be more coming.
Shard never lied, never coddled. You were worth his time, or you are not. They are not the brutes others claim they are. Take me to my father, and I will try again to make him see.
It's clear this was not your first encounter with this Ashard.
I met him soon after their ship foundered. I had run again, to escape the keep and my father. Ashard was to map the coast, to find an answer for the Arishok. I had so many doubts. Qunari have none.
I wasn't aware that Qunari take many friends.
Perhaps it isn't the right word. I am the Viscount's son, bound by everything that means. Ashard did not care. We were both seeking something. That was enough.
I confess I'm not sure what one does with a dead Qunari.
The body is no longer him, and is worthy of no special treatment. That is, apparently, their way.
Should his people be told?
They will know. Whether they will deign to acknowledge it, I have no idea. There was much of Ashard that I didn't understand, but it was so very worth trying.
The Viscount is clearly concerned about your safety.
The Viscount sends thugs to do a father's job. I was in no danger until his help arrived.
You could have told him this was your wish.
Keep your assumptions. He doesn't hear me. He's as tired of being disappointed as I am of bearing it. And now, Ashad is dead. It's not right.
We'll leave soon enough, Seamus. Be ready.
I am at your whim, Sirrah. I am ready to leave. And you have coin to collect, I'm sure.
Let's go, Seamus. Your father will be waiting in the keep.
Then take me to him. Father.
My son. I thought I'd lost you.
Enough, Father.
Allow me to present one Sirrah Hawke, Excellency. He fulfilled the bounty.
You have my gratitude. I hope you encountered no great difficulties on my son's behalf?
No problems to speak of, aside from the crowd that tried to kill us.
I was told the Winters had involved themselves. Was there no way to avoid an incident?
They murdered my friend. Where is the concern for that?
It was my understanding you were captured alone. Foolishly traipsing about the coast as you do.
I was not captured. I was with Ashad. The Qunari. They are not monsters to be feared. If you would just try to understand, others would see as well.
Better that you were thought abducted than to have their influence suspected in my own family. Benign or not, it's too much.
A little too much insight into the office for me.
Your actions are appreciated. The Seneschal will see you out.
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
How dare you! I am guard captain! I won't be treated like this! Ferelden, bitch! This was none of your affair! I'll see you hanged! Quartered! This will not stand!
We found a number of debts to suspect peoples. Such poor character. But you, Aveline Valenne, have proven your loyalty and ability.
The Guard deserves better than him, Messire.
Indeed. The Viscount would have you put your care for the men into direct practice. You will assume the captain's job.
What?
In due time, of course. There will be training, approvals, months at least. But who better to rebuild respect than the woman who exposed this embarrassment? Resolve any outstanding business, guardswoman. You will be very busy.
If the deep roads is what you want, you have the coin to do it. Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. Varric, no.
Well, you're the captain. Or you will be. It'll be easy.
I'm not petitioning the Viscount to help you steal ownership of the Hanged Man.
Steal? Madam, you wound me.
I'm about to. Big changes are coming, huh? Captain of the Guard. Thank you, Wesley.
That you keep his memory speaks well of him.
He's not with me. I know that. Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. Either way, he knows no pain. What I keep is that moment. I won't let anyone down like that again.
Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not? What do you mean by that?
Wesley believed, and if he was correct, then that's where he is. But this business of the less the Maker does, the more he's proven, I don't find it compelling.
But you married a Templar.
I married a man. A good one. And he's gone. I have heard the chant. It is lovely. Perhaps that's all it needs to be.
You clearly miss Wesley, but that's not the issue.
Of course I miss him, but he's not coming back. Pining like a child serves no one. So I remember him, but I let him rest.
You're not so kind to yourself, though.
No.
I don't see how you can take the blame for the Darkspawn Horde.
I put him to the sword myself, Hawke.
Well, there is that.
I know in my head that it was right. So did Wesley. But in my heart, that cut was cruel.
I can't imagine the Captain of the Guard will like wandering in my shadow.
It's not like this job means we're on opposite sides. The good you do, it seems rather appropriate. Besides, I'll be making the patrol schedule, and I don't intend to lead from a desk.
I look forward to working with you, Guard Captain Aveline.
Still strange, isn't it? Captain of the Guard. Thank you for helping me get here, Hawke. It's where I should be.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Messiah, please stop kicking the wall.
Louis!
So, will anyone smite me if I tell you I killed the men who wronged your family?
Excuse me, who are... My post to the Chanter's board? Did Her Grace let that stay? I thought for sure no one even read, but you say you've killed them. You have my eternal gratitude, Sirrah. It is comforting to think my parents might now rest easily in their graves.
Who are you exactly?
I am Sebastian Vale, Prince of Starkhaven. Her Grace might prefer I introduce myself as a brother in the Chantry, but I could not stay after what happened to my family.
Why didn't your family's enemies hunt you down as well?
That's why I took the offensive. Thanks to you, those Flint Company assassins are no longer a danger. I'm the last of my line. Unless I survive, my family will have no justice.
Who sent these mercenaries?
My family has ruled Starkhaven for 6 generations. We have enemies, but none who would identify themselves openly. A distant cousin of mine is claiming rulership now, but he is a bit simple. He can be no more than a pawn in this plot.
Surely you have a guess as to who was behind it.
My parents were always prudent in how they handled our nobles. They did not allow rivalries or resentments to flourish. The attack must have come from outside. Kirkwall is our largest trading partner. I came back here to find support for my claim, and perhaps for a clue as to who is behind this foul deed.
Your parents probably don't care much at this point, but I hope you sleep a bit easier.
Yes, I hope I will. Thank you. Consider this in advance. When I have secured my lands again, you will be paid royally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with the Viscount and petition him for aid to a fellow city.
I shit you not, Ravani. It was this big.
There's no way. Impossible. I've had hundreds of those in my hands, and they're never that size.
would I lie about something so critical?
What is wrong with you two? Can't you ever have a conversation that isn't dirty?
We're discussing knives, of course. Well, daggers, technically. I never remember the difference. Why? What did you think we were talking about?
You look like a man I once dueled. He was a little intimidated by my reputation as a vicious pirate, but rose to the challenge.
He looked like me, you say?
It went on all night, under the stars, the waves lapping at our ankles.
On the beach? In the surf? How did you get a proper footing?
We didn't. There was quite a bit of tumbling around, and we were soaked and sore by the time the sun came up.
Did you win?
I managed to get on top in the end, but I considered it a tie.
Have you seen him?
Karen, was it? No. There are many Templars in Kirkwall, woman.
Please, can you help me? My brother.
What happened to your brother?
Karen was always so devout. So idealistic. He was so proud when the Templars accepted him. I pleaded with him not to join the Order, but he wouldn't listen. You hear dark rumors about the Templars and Knight Commander Meredith. And now my brother is gone.
What do people say about Knight Commander Meredith?
Oh, she has many admirers. They laud the service she does in keeping the mages in check. But others say she is terribly fierce and utterly without pity, that she sees demons everywhere. It is dangerous even to whisper such things.
What have you heard about the Templars?
People harboring escaped mages just disappear. Templars interrogate and threaten passers-by. My friend has a cousin who's a mage, and she says he was made tranquil against his will. You hear more with every passing day.
So, you think the Templars, what? Killed and ate your brother?
Maker forbid. I don't know what happened. He just stopped writing me. I tried to see him, but Knight Commander Meredith threw me out. They won't tell me anything.
Your brother may indeed be in trouble. What can I do for you?
Perchance. In your journeys, if you find yourself in the gallows, ask the other recruits, Wilmerd and Hugh, about my brother. They were Karen's closest friends in the Order. If anyone knows where he is, it's them. Maker bless you and watch after you in this endeavor.
You dare show your face to me again. If you know
This fell into my hands. Recognize it?
I had long since paid my debt over this. It's grand to see it again.
The miners agreed to return to work, but I had to double their wages.
What? That is coin out of both our pockets.
We shouldn't exploit them. They deserve more pay.
Throw scraps to a dog, and you encourage him to beg for more. I run a business, not a kennel.
You weren't running anything until we fixed your problem.
I will excuse you this once. You are new to this. In the future, let me handle the coin. You handle the danger. Greetings, partner. Business is good.
Always a pleasure, Hawke.
Have you seen my wife, Ninette? What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
I intend to claim the reward for finding your wife.
You are going to look for Ninette? Finally, someone who looks competent. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
She's your wife, not a dog.
At least a dog could be trained. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing. Gallivanting about with men half her age. Pah! She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, they would ruin me otherwise.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love once. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance. And they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her. But I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores. Until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sarah. Ninette is going to ruin me.
The hangman when you're done. Absolutely.
Well, are you here to socialize, or did you bring my goods?
I rescued your boy and killed the coterie. But your property was long gone.
Coterie. I should have figured. They've got a lock on all trade with the dwarves. If I'd had someone decent on the job, they'd have dug into it first, not walked in blindly. Well, no cargo, no coin. If you're ever looking for more work, I keep my books right here. Feel free to sign yourself up. Good job, Hawke.
Quintus, can't I have just one drink?
Madam says no, and I'm not crossing that old bat for anything.
My mom won't here.
I won't mention this to your mother if you don't.
Why is it always about sex with you?
It's not. Sometimes it's about sex with other people.
You see? It comes up every single time we talk.
We're just talking, Carver. If it comes up, that's not my fault.
What? I mean, that's not what I meant. It doesn't. Ugh, I hate you so much.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Oh, I like him. He reminds me of someone.
I can see why Nanette liked you. You're feisty.
A refreshing change from the pale slug I married. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her. And he doesn't have the balls for it.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-ear, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Were you hoping Ninette would leave Ghislaine for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Someone else Ninette spent special alone time with, perhaps?
She always liked men in uniform. You could ask him yourself. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Tell Sabina if her rat gets underfoot again, I'll drop kick him out the door.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I was just passing through.
Have it your way.
I'll get your order in a minute.
Avert your eyes, Ferelden, dog.
Outsiders think they can change us.
That's how it's done.
I thank you, Sirrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
You're older than I thought you'd be. Ninette seems to go for the young, pointy-eared sorts.
What?
Ninette de Carag. I hear she got around. And you were asking about her, so I just assumed.
Preposterous. I was concerned that she was in danger, and that is all. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
That sort of attitude will never pay off.
Ha! I was eager at first, but failure has leached all enthusiasm from me. This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
I had a friend who disappeared once. Turns out he was under my bed, drunk. What?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Meren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Mages routinely flee the Circle. Perhaps Meren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
I don't like the sound of this.
Neither do I, Sirrah. But I cannot carry on. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
Still living with that uncle of yours in Lowtown. Nobody stabbed him yet.
I saw you at the Blooming Rose the other night.
What? No, you didn't.
I suppose someone else stole your chin to romance faith?
That's unlikely. She wasn't even working.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
Oh, nicely done.
You're just... That's not what I... Oh, shit.
Anything interesting happening around town?
Why does everything we do have to involve magic?
Everyone
Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud noises.
Easy as pie. We're good to go.
That's a lot of bones.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Nanette.
Seems to be...
Anything interesting happening around town?
know, Ravani, you promised me you'd tell me how you're shipwrecked.
I was drunk. I thought the reefs around the wounded coast were made of candy.
Oh, come on.
And a demon told me to do it. It bet me 60 sovereigns and a bottle of port. You're not the only one here who can bullshit, you know?
Your son decided he'd rather be an elf than a Templar prisoner. He joined the Dalish.
What? But he is human. They did not even wish me to raise him among them. But they do value magic more than the men of Kirkwall. Perhaps he can have both safety and freedom. As I said, I have little money. But this is a Dalish ring that has been in my family for generations. Please accept it with my thanks.
We have found neither hide nor hair of the lad, Fainreal. I can only think he has fallen victim to demons or slavers.
I found this. It was addressed to you. It seems to be from your daughter.
My daughter? Then you know what she is. How she died. When I traced her to that warehouse, I should have forced her into the circle. My own weakness in the face of her pleas is what destroyed her. It is why I urged Ariani not to give in when Fainreal wished to hide. If only I had been so strong for Olivia.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about the Templars finding out anymore.
Thank you. She is at peace now. I would not wish to see her name smeared while her ashes are still warm.
Do you know a recruit named Keren? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
Probably for the best, brother.
To the void with that. Keren and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
I wasn't even certain Keren was missing. Who else is gone?
The first ones disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Keren were the most recent.
Why must you keep silent about Keren?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Messer.
And your point is?
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order, and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Keren and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
You're already defying orders to talk to me. Might as well share the good stuff.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Sounds brutal. And effective.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road. The Order needs Templars who are firm in their convictions.
Please find Wilmot. Find out what they're doing to the recruits.
Joining the Templars was supposed to be a dream come true. But you hear so many terrible...
Recognize your mage? This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
This isn't over. I'm going to get the bastard that did this.
I know how you feel, Sirrah. I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Many mages resent the history of the gallows.
I'll get to work immediately. And of course, here is the reward I promised.
To match the refugees. Bullshit is what I say. Watch out by the Qunari compound. They seem very angry.
I'm looking for some cargo.
You're in luck. Cargo all around. Take your pick.
A laborer with a smart mouth. You hardly ever see those.
What do you want?
I'm looking for crates sealed by the Orlesian Port Authority.
Haven't seen any. Sorry.
Talk to the Harbour Master. I'll bet he's got information about your cargo. He's in his office.
Hey, if you're done wagging your tongue, can we get those sacks off the docks?
Right, come in.
I think the Qunari is spying on us.
Look at all the elves.
Shipping manifest.
I'm looking for cargo bearing the seal of the Orlesian Port Authority.
Ugh. Adam, deal with this.
I apologize on Liam's behalf. He is a very, very busy man. I'm Adam, the Harbour Master's assistant. I understand you're looking for Elysian cargo. have seen the crates. I can't remember where. Such a shame.
I can't imagine what you mean.
The clink of gold coin often jogs my memory.
They say your life flashes in front of your eyes before you die.
You're not going to kill me in broad daylight. No one's that stupid.
I'm not paying for this.
Then I am deeply sorry I could not be of more assistance. Good day.
Liam leaves his office at nightfall. We could sneak in after dark, take a look at his records.
The alienage is overcrowded. Someone should do something about it.
Let me pass. I have business with the dwarf Javaris and your Arishok.
The short mouth, yes. Enter if you must, Basra.
You go on ahead. I would rather not.
An awkward time to run off, Isabela.
Ah, you know I'd never leave you. It's just that I really have to leave. Now.
You are allowed, Basra, until the Arishok declares otherwise.
Ah, my right hand arrives. Summon your Arishok. The bargain is done. About time you showed. I've been here for hours.
Shokost, Maras Shokra, Anan Isamkun.
Look hewn from an elf? The madness of this place.
Friend of yours?
Friend of no one.
Yes, well, that said, I'm here to report that your hated Talvishoth were felled, one and all, right? Yes, they were. So, I'm ready to open negotiations for the explosive powder, as we agreed.
No.
He's not getting it. Make your chatty elf say something.
Any insight that would help?
Qunari do not abandon a debt. I humbly request clarification from the Arishok.
I have a growing lack of disgust for you. The dwarf imagined the deal for the Gatlock. He invented a task to prove his worth when he has none.
Then we have wrongly inserted ourselves in your affairs. Would you have us kill this dwarf?
Wait, what now?
If you face Talvashoth, he is not worthy of dying to you, as he was not worthy of dying to them. But you keep good company. Let him live, and leave.
I did his dirty work. That debt stands.
Does it, dwarf?
You said yourself there was no bargain. I'm not getting a sodding thing out of this.
This human did what you could not, something I did not expect of any outsider, and you have involved me. If you made a bargain for the Talvashoth, that debt for their lives will be honored.
Sod it all, take your coin, take whatever. Hornhead oxmen and mongrel doglords, suck your own powder and blow your head off, sod it.
You will leave as well, human. There's no more coin for you here.
We should move on.
A selfish lot. They would welcome purpose. I dislike this place, but that dwarf, especially so. Why do you bother me, human? The dwarf paid you. There is no more. Your kind thinks selfishness and want are normal. This city, all of it, leaves a bad taste.
Seems to me that most of Kirkwall hates you just as much.
Since we arrived, I have seen nothing but greed and weakness. Dwarves, humans, elves, just festering. No order, no goal. You are one of the few I have met with any ability. And yet this too was random, a result of selfishness. I cannot fathom how a mire like this can be justified. We are hated? How do you not hate yourselves and this chaos?
I agree, it's a mess.
But you don't see that as a problem?
I see it as an opportunity, and I intend to take full advantage.
Karistan are soldiers. The Qun made it so. They can never vary from that assigned path, never be other than they are meant to be. But they are free to choose within that role, to accept and succeed, or deny and die. Glory is clear and defined. It is an undeniable certainty. What full advantage can you take without that authority?
He's free to choose to obey. That isn't contradictory to you?
He chooses to be. As do we all, long before any of your meaningless freedoms are presented. I am not the one to educate you. I did not intend to land here. But this city may demand certainty. I suspect we are done, human.
I don't think Kirkwall would do well under military rule.
The rule of the Qun is not military. It is discipline and order.
How is that different?
To your limited understanding, it is not. You fear soldiers that arrive to remove your pitiable vices. But they do not control Qunari. The Triumvirate divides and governs. One is nothing without the others.
Can you tell me about the other two parts?
No.
Now you're just being difficult.
I am no more equipped to explain than you are to understand. Arishok, Arigena, Ariqun, pillars of the Qunari, of the nation that must be. There is but one way to know these things, human. And I have yet to decide if it must be done.
You're a long way from home. Why did you come?
To meet a demand of the Qun.
Which was?
It is a matter only the Qunari understand. We remain until we fulfill the demand of the Qun. Or until the demand changes.
How many Qunari have you lost to the Talvashoth?
None.
Optimistic, considering my death toll.
We lose nothing when weakness abandons the Qun. It is the Talvashoth who have lost themselves.
I met an honorable one.
Doubtful.
He said he was a mercenary, not a murderer.
Then I know he made no claim to honor. When they sell themselves, little remains. He is not even dead to the Qun. He is a living insult.
You guard your powder carefully.
It is a tool that can only be allowed to exist under the ordered authority of the Qun.
It could benefit many people.
It does now. Just as swords benefit warriors, but are not given to children. Well, your children.
Farewell.
Panahedan, human.
Shit! We're under attack!
Someone's left a surprise here for us. Easy cake.
in my boots. Watch where you step.
Oh, the Black Hand. A blend of 27 toxic plant essences with a healthy dollop of cobra venom for that extra kick. That poison will kill a man in 2 breaths. Can I have it?
Ravaney, stop looking at my chest. My eyes are up here.
But the chest hair...
Do you know how much I suffer under your gaze? I am a person, not an object.
Varric?
Just shitting you.
Guess what I found? Crates filled with enough poison to assassinate every noble in Orlais, and then some.
I knew I should have told you not to look in the crates. Look, there's nothing shady going on here. I got the stuff from a legitimate supplier, and I'm going to sell it through legitimate channels. It's all legitimate.
It's poison. It kills people.
I just sell it. I'm not responsible for what people do with it. So, where is it?
I refuse to be a part of this. You want it, get it yourself.
Oh, come on. If I don't get the goods back, I'm ruined.
Why don't you make this worth my while?
This is all the coin I have on me. Now will you please tell me where my cargo is?
Woodrow's warehouse.
Ah, sweet music to my ears. And probably worth a steep price, knowing you killed every raider in there. I'm gonna get my goods. You come back once I'm set up, I'll give you a discount.
Have you ever been out in the open ocean in a storm? It's the best feeling in the world.
I removed another bunch of lowlifes.
Good on you, Sirrah Hawke. We friends are indeed friends of yours. Another time, friend Hawke. Many of them, hopefully.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley, and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
Can you get this deep into Lowtown and be that stupid?
It's action if we want it. Always money in saving fools.
Don't like interruptions. Not with this mark. We go again. Go for the...
Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
Surely you didn't realize that just now.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
I just saved you in an alley and suddenly we're in business.
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
A bloody Templar. Just what we need.
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Nice to see you too.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
If this is criminal, I already have enough trouble.
I should think you're about to have more. I am Sister Patrice. This is my burden of charity.
Twist my tail.
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Talvashoth outcasts. I call him Qunari, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
If you're so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
My order will soon realize the Qunari presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now, I must act on my own. Helping this mage shows how Qunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
Is freedom so helpful? A new life with that collar seems doubtful.
And yet it is more than he has. My reach is limited. His struggle is his own.
It just seems like releasing a bird, cage and all.
We do what we can to step toward what is right. That must be enough.
You're not interested in who you might be hiring?
If you were important enough to know, I would need someone else. But if you insist, what is your family name?
My name is Hawke.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Qunari have hardly pressured the southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
Will he help? If I trust him at all?
I don't know his capabilities or if he can function at all in that collar, but I think he knows we are his only way out.
You think?
He's followed every direction and made no aggressive moves, even when taunted. Were I in his place, I could have fled. Qunari or not, I can only assume he wants to be led to freedom.
And if you're wrong, I have to deal with it.
That is why I went to Lowtown. You are either capable of the discretion and skill that I need, or you are not.
You don't just stumble on something, someone like this.
For all their blasphemous certainty, the Qunari do have deserters. Those who seek freedom are hunted mercilessly.
Talvashoth, they seem to accept the role.
Even their rebels conform. Savonel observed one of their bloody exchanges. This poor mage was the only survivor.
And you think this mage was being hunted?
I'm certain no thinking creature would willingly submit to this. If he was not running before, he has seized the opportunity now.
I've had dealings with the Qunari leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader? If you have interacted with Qunari, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arashok would doom this poor creature. But knowing them is useful. If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
Better out there than here with the Templar.
That is obviously not an option. You must avoid incident with the guards. I cannot be linked to this. This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Qunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired. Good luck.
She pities these things. I don't share her concern.
I thank you for taking Qunari. The passage leads through the Undercity and around the Guard. I will pay upon your return. I know this may be a reluctant duty. Let us hope there are no unforeseen incidents.
Qunari, is it? You need to be led out of the city.
This thing's dim as a runt Mabari.
It has been difficult to get information, but look at him. Would you want this? We must have that in common.
Tromping the deep dark with a horn skull mage, and other colloquials to that effect.
Can't we...
Someone's left a surprise here for us. Easy as pie.
To up!
What does it take to get this mage to pitch in and help?
Look at this. Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of Qunari lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who'll pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
Try me further, and my charge is the least of your worries.
Stow it! You're kindly fat up city. Then think you can buy the skill to survive here. I'll show you different. Pet or no pet.
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
I knew this!
They get the idea, Qunari, Ketogen, whatever. Calm yourself! Did you react because your lead was threatened? How much of this is just blind instinct, I wonder? You can't gesture or stomp your feet twice for yes or something.
I bet all he wants is to go chasing after thrown sticks. And someone to rub his belly.
You did what I said. Did I hit the right phrase or something? Right. Could have expected that answer. Keep control, and remember who is on your side. Of course. I expected no different.
You will hold Basra Vashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Serabas at your heel. The members of his Karatam were killed by Tal-Vashoth, but their disposal leads only here, to Serabas and you.
Careful with your accusations. I didn't kill this mage's Karatam.
Tal-Vashoth killed him. That battle was expected. The survival of Serabas without his Arvarad was not. I do not know how you come to hold his leash, but you have no claim in the Qun. He will be returned and this crime cleansed.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Serabas, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
The sister called him Katojan. You are Serabas?
Serabas is his role and his name, as you understand it. It is the accusation and acknowledgement of being a mage.
And you are Arvarad?
My role is to hold the leash and hunt the Grey Ones who lead the Qun. Or Baz who have not yet been enlightened.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Serabas. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
The power that he has, that all Serabas have, draws from chaos and demons. They can never be in control.
So you fear them?
We leash Serabas because they are dangerous and contagious. Not even your Templars fully grasp that threat.
I wield the same power, and I'm no danger to you unless I choose to be.
You are Serabas? Bas Serabas? Vashidan! Neira Setar Karasam! You spewed your words at me like a demon trying to poison my control. Like this mage, the Qun requires your death.
But we're no threat to each other.
Bas Serabas, you will be no threat to anyone.
Can't we talk? Can you stand?
I am unbound. Odd. Wrong. But you deserve honor. You are now Pasvarad, worthy of following. I thank your intent, even if it was wrong. I know the will of our Varad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Qun.
So after all of this, now you want to die?
I do not want to die. I want to live by the Qun.
Which means dying.
Yes. Is that hard to grasp?
Arvarad couldn't kill me. Perhaps he was wrong about your death, too.
Losing to you does not make him wrong. He spoke the Qun. I have chosen. It is bred in the bone.
Existing is not a choice.
It is the only choice. As it Taleb. It is to be.
Patrice might take you back, if death is the only other option.
The sister was not honest.
What do you mean?
I cannot say what she wanted, but it was certainty, not of the Qun. And her guard smelled of death.
Could you have returned if I'd let these others live?
No.
You were doomed from the start.
I was outside my Keratam. I may be corrupted. I cannot know. How I return is my choice. It must be. But that does not mean there is no meaning.
Others of your kind live outside the Qun. You could join them.
They are not my kind. I am Qunari. They are not.
They have chosen to be free.
Free? They have refused what they are. I can't choose to not be.
I can't let this decision stand.
If you force choice, it is not choice. Your doubt does not make me wrong. Certainty is comfort. That is the way of the Qunari. The way of the Qun. Take this secret thing, Pasvarad. Remember this day.
What is wrong with these things?
She may not have known about this, but clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
We did what you wanted. Why give us away?
Leave nothing. It must be clean, with no ties. Hawke. It was Hawke, right? From the streets. You took the Qunari from the city? Without incident?
Without bloody incident? You know better.
Mind your tongue, woman.
Please, do speak your mind.
This was a damn roundabout way of trying to kill me.
Do you really think yourself so important? If someone saw an opportunity in the mage, if the Qunari murdered those who tried to help it, yes, that might be useful. But it wouldn't be personal. The Chantry must see the Qunari as the monsters they are. If someone ushers that along, some sacrifices are justified.
Your Ketojan killed himself rather than be free.
I assumed he wanted to escape, just as I would. My pity is genuine, but they are not like us.
If, perhaps, why dance around this lie? I'm standing right here.
If a member of the Chantry admitted instigation, I have no doubt it would result in more appeasement. But an accusation from a low-town thug? You are hardly that important. That's not an insult. It's why I chose you. Rest assured, excuses, real or imagined, are not for your benefit.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the Faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
That one will be back, unfortunately.
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Not before he gave it a shake to see if there were coins inside.
I was worried they would fall out.
Camlin.
Are you searching for buried treasure, or just trying to tunnel out of this hovel? Good luck with that.